Our guide to getting hitched, the wedding giveaway contest continues. All you have to do to register is go to our website, erienewsnow.com/wedding, to find out how you can register to possibly win a wedding that will be thrown on the Victorian Princess and will be decorated and made to look beautiful by Special Occasions Rentals and Design. Connor Connell is joining us now with more on that. Hi, Connor. Nice to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. For those who might have missed your other interviews, talk a little bit about your business.
So we make not just weddings, but any occasion. We try to make it special. Anything from drapery to chair covers, table covers, greenery to, spice up your centerpiece a little bit. Anything you can think of, we have it at our warehouse. So as we talked last time, is a corner house filled top to bottom with all the stuff that you could think of for an event.
Yeah, I often tease and say I want to get in that warehouse and poke around. I love decorating and thinking of weddings and special occasions and themes and making things look beautiful and unique. What's kind of trending with weddings as far as perhaps colors go?
Right now it's like a rustic theme, a lot of whites, greens, with a wood centerpiece. Some are using like the empty candle vase, some of the wood, centerpiece, circle wood, kind of real thin, that's real finished. Put some greenery around that. Floating candles are still a hit. Some of the whites are in, making sure those colors do pop off the whites.
Yes, yeah, there's nothing like a crisp white table with white chair covers, and then you can accessorize to really, show off your colors of your wedding or whatever you're
match your bridesmaids' dresses,
yeah.
match anything.
Yeah. How long does it take a bride to kind of determine a theme? I would think that maybe she comes in with an idea and then things kind of go from there.
Those ideas do change.
Yeah.
Every bride, has that initial thought of what they want. A lot of back and forth with my wife. I can't take any of the credit for the planning part. I drive the trailer, get everything set up. But a lot of back and forth, a lot of pictures being shared. Our website has a lot of photos that we've done from past events. So some brides will take a screenshot, said, hey, I like this at this event. Can you do something but tailor to my colors?
Yeah.
So a lot of brides come with screenshots. The internet's crazy.
Sure.
And everyone's sharing their photos. So.
But the takeaway is that there's constant communication right up until the big event.
Right up until even day of.
Yeah.
Sometimes things are changing. You might be adding a place setting here, adding another, table here or there.
Absolutely. What's the one thing that most frustrates a bride getting ready for this big day, do you think? That maybe she didn't think of, and it's like, why didn't I think of that?
I think, nothing that's in the bride's hands, but the weather. The weather's a big thing. A lot of outdoor weddings are in now, so crossing your fingers, hoping for that weather to hold out for you. But
that is a stressor.
A big stressor.
It's almost like just
control.
don't even do it. Just pick an inside venue and be done with it.
Some events we've run into, sometimes we're short a table setting here or there because last minute adding, and then we're always there to accommodate. We're back and forth from the event. We've done events in Ripley, we've done events in Meadville, so we've been all over the place, not just here in Erie, but anything you need.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've done small parties and big parties.
Really big parties. We had a huge setup this weekend. My wife and I got to the Sheraton at 6 in the morning. We left at 1:30. Guests were arriving at 2. It was a time crunch. So yeah, it was a long one. Yes, we did.
Are balloons still a big addition to a lot of these events?
Lucky Duck does a really good job. We don't do the balloons. We stay out of that.
Yeah.
But Lucky Duck seems to be at every event that we were at. Tucked in the corner, a little small, huge at proms. I see a lot of pictures. So yeah, balloons are definitely in.
And all that stuff. So what are you giving toward this lucky bride and groom winner?
The winner will get $1,000 towards their decor. Now, it doesn't mean they just have to stop at that. But we are going to load up the Victorian Princess however the bride and groom want it to look, and give them that $1,000 off of their invoice.
I think that's great. And again, like we said, that the wedding will take place on the Victorian Princess. Dee has been in quite a bit to talk about that. Lots of opportunities there, but there's also a lot of flexibility. Dee said you can get married elsewhere and then come have your reception. So whomever wins will be in constant communication with all of you great sponsors about how that day is going to look.
Correct. We're all going to work together and make it a beautiful day for the bride and groom.
Yeah, perfect. Always nice to have you on the couches. Thank you so much for stopping in.